Macca, it's only going to be a short post analysis because there's no analysis to make, really. Right decision.
Really halfway through the first half, the option was given to us actually prior to them scoring. Did we want to come off because of the lightning? And it was a consideration because I felt at that point we hadn't got a grip, certainly to the tactics that we'd given the players in terms of what we do when we haven't got the ball, and then what we do with the ball. They weren't applying those tactics. They weren't, and didn't say they haven't listened. They just haven't taken on board what we've said, and it was reiterated in the days prior to the game on how we wanted to do things, and they were failing to do that. I thought the back four were excellent. I thought they did the job properly. The front six, though, I wasn't happy with them, and even though the game was cancelled, I certainly let them know that they certainly hadn't performed to where we expect them to perform. Even though conditions were poor, certainly they managed to get the ball down, control it and pass it and get it around, and we just didn't do that. And yeah, there's times to control it and pass it, there's times to get in the channels, there's time to do the right things, and we just weren't at the races. And listen, set piece has got us out of jail. Good ball in by Ricky, good header by Sonny, and a great finish by Pat. But up until that point, we changed play 3 times. It's not enough when you're playing against a diamond, and I was disappointed in that. And looking out there now, and we always said at half time or just before that this game would probably struggle, and we were pleased to get the goal. Even then, we were pleased that we got back in it, and hoping by a half time raising of voices are probably the best way to put it. We might have got a reaction from the players, but we were certainly prepared to change things, and the manager was. And it was important that we, sent that message out to the players that it just wasn't quite good enough for us at the end of the day. Playing against a good team in Wycombe who've got good ability, play this diamond, but the area to exploit was in the wide areas, and we didn't change it enough. So disappointed in that respect, but happy to get back to 1-1. And then it was the right decision, because that wasn't playable. That's in all my time since 1992. I've never seen rain like that. There was prior to the Arsenal game. Mr. Wenger tiptoed famously across Fratton Park as if he was walking in a deluge of water. But if you seem to remember, they're playing Juventus the following that next week in the Champions League. So he was more than happy for that to be called off, and that was a disgrace to be pulled off that day, but no disgrace to have the game called off today. Number one, there was an issue with lightning, which the referee quite rightly said to us that was an option. But listen, the game was called off, abandoned, evenly poised, with them playing better in the first half, and on us coming into the game the last 10 minutes, and certainly in the first half. So it was set up to be a game where we could improve, certainly on our first half performance, and we expected a lot more from them. And we set up to go out and get at it, but obviously, ultimately, as you can see in the conditions, it's an absolute non-starter.
I was going to ask you more questions, but I think, like the game, that suffices. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, hopefully I've summed it up nicely.